like I'm in a kind of zoo or something, but I think you guys are the animals here, you know. So basically a couple of years ago I played here and it was super fun. I had an amazing time, and I bribed David to get me back here, and he said, okay, but you have to play on my kit. So this is David's kit, David's cymbals. I've kind of hit it about 3 seconds yesterday, so wish me luck. What I'm going to do is, we've got training reps going on in 20 minutes, so I'm going to do like 10 minutes. So what I need is someone to do, can someone be like a timer for me? Who can do that? Who wants to be a timer? Right, okay, what you got to do, you got to give me 2 minutes, and I'm going to change, talk about something else. Then we'll do 2 minutes, and I'll change it. We'll see if we can cram as much as we can into 10 minutes. How about that? Okay? So let's just start first and see if it works. Okay, next 2 minutes. I'm just going to hyperventilate for one. Okay, so basically what we got here is actually, it looks a bit crazy, but it's actually a fairly standard kit. So, and I got a couple of little funny timbales here, a couple of cymbals, little side snare here, and kind of by accident one time, I changed the sound of the snare by probably leaning on it because I was tired. And so basically you've got a snare. A lot of people think one drum does one thing. You hit it on the end, and you dampen it. So you can get kind of like a beatbox thing going on. But also, if you hit a snare and the hi-hat at the same time, you get the beat of the snare and the beat of the hat. If you kind of lean on it as well while you're doing it, which kind of be like fun just with two things, you know. And, I'm not sure if it'll work on here, but you can even dampen the kick drum by pushing it. I'll see if this works. Etc. So don't be afraid to have a bit of fun. Put a towel on it, put a sheep on it, whatever you want to do, and try and get like some more fun sounds out of the kit. It's always kind of good fun. And another kind of way of getting other sounds out of the kit, here I got a double pedal, which is awesome fun for very heavy metal and fast stuff like that. But it's actually really kind of cool if you play it. You know when you do the beat with the hi-hat, you keep the beat going. Eighth notes or quarter notes. So what I did, kind of by accident probably with my inaccuracy, my foot fell on the slave pedal and started playing like the hi-hat. And what it did, it added like an extra bass line note. So I'll just play a groove, simple groove, and I'll whack it onto the slave pedal. You'll see it completely changes. That's another thing you're going to have a bit of fun with. You know? Okay, so if you haven't got a double pedal, here's a little cheat for you. I call it a poor man's double pedal. And it started off as a kind of exercise, which is good to do anyway if you're practicing. And here's the exercise, just one and. So you just go around the kit, assuming you've got two racks, one floor. I'm going to pretend that's the tom or that, whatever. So it's, that's right, all the way around to the right, left, the other way around. But try not to do too fast, we've got to get it accurate, then the speed will come. So. So that's kind of generating this kind of groove. One drum, then he put a snare in. So that's when you bring in the snare in. All I'm doing at the top is then what you can do is you want the hi-hats, because that's just tribal at the moment. So you can go. That's a free double pedal. And so then, going back to the practice room, you can do doubles. You can go. That's right, left, going around to the right. Then you change it back, and you go left, right. Notice I'm just doing the right kick. I'm not doing that cheating rubbish crap when you go. That's just one and one. Oh, good. Practice your doubles. So you go. But then what you do once you've done right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, you do a double to the right. And then the left, 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 all the way around. So that's like. Put the whole thing together, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, 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 left, left, left. So that might add a bit of fun to your practice, you know? Okay, so moving swiftly on. We're going to take a simple beat and we're going to try and play it differently. This came back from me getting a cramp in my right hand, because if you're right-handed, your right arm's like Popeye. Not going to get any muscles there. This one's going. Etc. or left-handed, vice versa. So when I started getting cramp in this right, I was like, it won't go any faster, but I've got half the song to go. I thought, why not switch it up in practice and kind of lead with the left hand, or if you're right-handed, lead left-handed, lead with the other way. But you play a simple beat. So that's kind of good. It's beginning to being ambidextrous and being like all those crazy guys who can do this, and you know, I'm still at the bottom of the slope. But then I realized when I'm doing, I've got a lot of time with my right hand, which is why I started going, let's try and do something rather than it just goes. So that's when I started doing kind of like, you know. Kind of thing, so it just adds a bit of fun, a bit of showmanship, something to do on your own maybe, not every band, but just kind of, you know, keeps you in check. And then of course you can kind of think, well, what can I do with the left hand? Left hand's just going, and you realise the hi-hat's got an underside. Bit of fun, swiping it up, and then you can do it on a. So just have a bit of fun. Whatever you do with your right hand, try and do it with the left hand, basically, you know. And that kind of thing. So I was just trying to play one beat a bit differently. And then of course, I'll give you a few hints and tips to take home with, because cramp is the worst enemy if you've been drinking or eating too much crisps or chocolates on the road, staying up late, which obviously no one should do. And then you start rocking a gig, and you've eaten, you know, crisps and drinks and whatever, and your body's going, screw you, you know, you're trying to put me through an assault course, and so you sweat out, you start getting a cramp. So my sister, who knows about these kind of things, told me to get this. Forget Lucozade full of sugar, forget, you know, Glucosade full of Marmite or something, I don't know. So if you get this stuff called Elite, it's what it's what the international cyclists use for endurance. So if anyone's going to know about bodies locking up and getting a cramp, so they taste like crap, you know, it's like sweet, salty water. But you get a cramp, you drink some of that, a couple of little drips, and it goes away. So that's I always never leave home without that. Something else I never leave home without is like a practice pad, but it's something everyone's got, and it's your grandma's scarf. So you just wrap that around here, like that. And if you're on the train, you're going to audition, you don't want to annoy people by going backstage, that's going to annoy the hell out of your bandmates. So no bruises on the legs, no bouncing, so it makes your wrists work double hard, and you've already got one. I don't want to do these guys out of justice for the wonderful Benny Greb practice pad, everybody. But don't blame me, that's just in case.
Sorry, eat here.
Another thing, I never leave home, whether I'm going to a rehearsal, an audition, a gig, a recording session, doesn't matter, especially if you're borrowing other people's gear. Little fishing box, everyone, right? In there, this has saved my life so many times. I've got a whole set of felts with the plastic bottoms, I've got rubber tops, and you say, but Robin, why are they sprayed silver? Why have they got strange marks on? The answer is, as you can see here with Mr. Williams and David Dow's Ruby kit, there was a couple of felts that I needed to hold my cymbals well. So as you can see, that's one of mine, that's one of mine, that's one of mine. So when I take them off and put them in my pocket, David Dow's not going to go, oi, son! Think about it. So if you're on a gig and there's like 9 bands, you know, and you need to quickly bring your own stuff, a lot of rehearsal studios, they just give you the bare stand with nothing else. So it costs relatively nothing. In there I've got a hi-hat clutch that will not slip. I know that, I put it on my hat, take the other one off, put it on the floor, whack mine on, it's not going to slip. I've got a set of Allen keys that I've taped together, I've got everything covered on the pedals. I've got a little bit of spare tape there, I've got extra wing nuts, and I've got extra other wing nuts. And then at the bottom I've got a piece of acrylic that goes over a split, so if your kick drum starts going, and if that kick drum goes, you go home, you don't get paid. So you know, whack it on there, and that saved my life. Just get your own kit, whack it in the box, doesn't matter. And then other things I've made is like an office in a lanyard. So you whack that around your head, and I've got a bit of tape, I've got tuning keys to fit every single kit. And the reason I say that is because this is a sonar, and if you look closely, it's got, you need a screwdriver to do this thing. So this lug is a sonar one, and it's got a split thing. Pain in the ass, but I've got it covered. And then I've got like spare earplugs, obviously a bottle opener, but if you've been on the road, you know you can open a bottle with a can of lemonade, and obviously a Sharpie, so that, you know, when you're, whatever, writing set lists and stuff like that, it's already there. And it's got a high-speed tuning key wind-on thing in there. So you just keep adding to it. Maybe a little, I've got a torch somewhere, you know, so that's something you just keep in your bag, and you've got everything covered. You've got tuning keys, you've got torch, you've got sticky tape, blah, blah, blah. So that's just another thing. Costs next to nothing, you know. So that's basically a few tips for you. Hopefully some of them have made sense. Okay, how are we doing for time? Are we? I think we're a bit there, it's time for Benny to do his thing, right?
It's time for Benny to do his thing. It's time for Benny to do his thing.
It's time for Benny to do his stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah.